Hey guys, look at this. We got a lot to unpack here from Kansept and Tenable. Let's go. Okay. Just trying to fit a little more in the frame. I think maybe I did it. We'll see though. So thank you for tuning in, guys. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, we got a lot to unpack today. And it's only fitting that I do it all at one time because it came all at one time from Tenables and Kansept. So first and foremost, besides you guys stopping in, thank you Kansept, thank you Tenables. Hands down, I have many supporters, many knife companies that support me, but Tenable and Kansept definitely lead the way. So let's dive in. So where do we get started? Well, I've never seen a box like this from Kansept, so let's get in. Probably know what it is, but yep, it is a Kansept coin. Get it open. Alrighty. I'm slowly getting a pretty good coin collection. Quality knives. Quality is more than a concept. It's a concept. There we go, guys. That'll definitely go with the collection. Sounds like a pirate's hoard. So, thank you, Kansept, for sending that. That is a nice keepsake, or maybe even a giveaway, so we'll have to check it out. But check it out. All right, right here we got a fin rear from Tenable and a Raven from Tenable and the Chimera, the Loki, and I have never in my life received a Kansept knife in this, so we will save this for last. So let's pop into these Tenables real quick. All right, hey guys, speaking of fin rears, check this one out. This is actually a front flipper or thumb studs, either way, and it is a frame lock Tenables, which a lot of people don't see, but they are available on their website. But this beauty right here is on loan to me from Fred the Lug. And if you guys don't know who Fred the Lug is a wonderful, wonderful man. He has a terrific collection, and he has a group of us that he likes to help us out and send us knives that we may not have or have had a chance to get our hands on. And he is just a great overall contributor to this community. And most of you know who Fred is, and if you don't, if you see him in a live, be sure and say, hey, he is a terrific guy. And this is a beautiful carbon fiber and copper Kansept fin rear with titanium backspacer, I can't even talk here, pocket clip, and almost like a reverse bolster. Really nice knife. So we're going to open that one, which is a fin rear, and this one has been coming unstuck, so there's no need for that. And you know, I got out a number of my fin rears, and that was intentional when I realized, you know, they got the button lock right there with the red and black Damascus. We got Fred the Lug's black and copper titanium. We have a carbon fiber Damascus from Kansept. We got the two-tone titanium and frag titanium. All right, and that is a Tenable. And another Tenable is the purple micarta with the aluminum combo. Again, button lock. So it has been a popular line from Tenable and Kansept. This knife has been extremely popular, so why not continue it? And I think Tenables is doing a great job with this one. They always give you extra Omega springs, which is awesome. And we have, it looks like another micarta. I can't see it, but I know, yep, a polishing cloth in there. And here we go, guys. A beautiful purple micarta crossbar lock. Look at that. Look at that, guys. I'm horrible at these, by the way, if you can't tell. It is not the knife bouncing like that. It is me causing it. Because when I get it right, it's perfect. That feels terrific in the hand. One thing about this one I have noticed right away is with this Tenable crossbar lock, we have lost something that I've always loved about a Fenrir, guys. And comment if you see it right away, but I will tell you is they have changed the choil right here. Now you're reduced to just a sharpening choil. You no longer get that large finger choil. And that just added to that harpoon thumb rest right there. To me, that was just second nature, meant to be right there. And I'm not knocking this action at all, guys. Terrific action, and you can still get up there. But I will miss being able to get up in there with that finger choil. So that's something to think about, Tenable. You never know. I mean, just maybe there's some reasoning behind there. Maybe it's just design with the new lock, the way you had to do it. But I would have tried to maybe left that in there, you know. Still a very capable, very good looking knife. Feels great in the hand. Another wonderful variation of Greg Schraub's Tenable, or Fenrir, excuse me, Tenable's Fenrir. And yeah, great job on that. But I am going to miss that finger choil, guys. That to me was one of the, besides the thumb rest for the harpoon, on the harpoon shape right there, I think that was one of the really comfort factors that people liked about the Fenrir. So with doing that, I thought yes, this is a new Kansept Fenrir. So we're going to skip right to this one since we're talking about Fenrirs. And again, I have never ever received a Kansept knife in one of these boxes. So heck yeah, Kansept, man, way to go. And by the way, the Tenable version again is also in Nitro V, and I think they've always been in Nitro V with that crossbar lock. No, this one is 14C. This one here is S35VN on the Kansept. This is of course their Damascus, and this one too was 14C. So I personally like 14C better, so you know, maybe it's just a little more budget-minded, budget-friendly version of the Fenrir. But so let's go ahead and take a look at, let's move these Tenables out of the way, this new Kansept Fenrir we got going here, guys. Nice presentation, love it. It was sealed. 5 years, Kansept knives, 2020 to 2025. I tell you what they've been putting out this year would lead you to believe they've been making knives a lot longer than that. This is a thank you, dear valued customers and partners. And I will show that to you if you want to read it, screenshot it, pause it, whatever, and I'll read that. I'm probably one of the only people that will read it, and links to their social media. All right, we got a nice nice round 5th anniversary Velcro patch. And another coin, guys. And again, more springs. That's awesome because they break. Okay, this is the, again, quality is more than a concept. It's a concept. Kansept knives, Fenrir, the wolf on there. 2020, 2025. Thanks, Kansept. I really appreciate that. 2 coins in 1 batch. Nice polishing cloth here. And snacks in the bottom. And look what we have here. Wow. This is a solid knife. Much heavier Fenrir. I will tell you that. Even more than the Damascus or Fred's. It's much heavier. Again, still only a rolled pocket clip. Being the 5th part of the 5th year anniversary Fenrir, or I would have liked to have seen that, guys. But you are getting 2 big slabs of bronzed titanium, and it is a very interesting anno on here, guys, because it is bronzed with hues of purple. I don't know if the light is doing it any justice. Looks completely different than what it looks like online. Online it looks like a golden Fenrir because they do offer a natural tie, silver, stone washed, bead blasted, whatever you want to call it, fragged one. But this one has a nice bronze, very rich bronze color to it. Well, let's open it up, guys. Oh, very smooth. And I will say this, a little bit smoother than the Tenables. And it drops shut much better. Feels great. Again, I always bounce crossbar locks. It's just my thing. And I was about to say I normally can't reverse flick them, but it does it just great. This one is rocking S35, or excuse me, S35 VN. So great looking Fenrir, guys. And sometimes that extra weight just kind of tricks you, or not tricks you, but just reassures you in the quality. That factor of, hey, I'm getting something quality. Fred's, you know, it's much heavier. Although Fred's is solid titanium, these do have what looks like steel liners, but again, 2 solid pieces of titanium. Okay, let's check to see if this pocket clip is titanium, but just they rolled over instead of the milled. Nope, steel, guys. Yup. And the liners are steel. So this one is coming in at $161.89. I've got to look at the Tenable one version. I have to guess not any more than 60, 69 at most. I wouldn't even expect it that high, but I will let you guys know. And plus, I will put links to both of these in the description. Yep, they are affiliate links, guys. They let Tenable and Kansept know that you watch my videos. It helps me out a little bit, and it helps me, you know, keep bringing in knives like this. So with that being said, tell me what you think about the Fenrir. Do you own one of the previous models? And is this part of the 5th anniversary model tempting you? Excuse me, not attempting, tempting you. I'm not a big fan of frag, but I like this one. It does feel good in the hand. It doesn't feel chunky or choppy. But again, these new crossbar locks, and it must be part of the design, obviously, a need. We have lost that finger choil. So that was a gamble. This is just personal preference Kansept. This is not me griping or complaining at all. Personal preference, I would prefer the button lock and keep the finger choil. That's just me. Or even a button compression lock. Okay, something to think about. Think about it, guys. And I think something may be in the works. All right, so enough with the Fenrir. which is one of Kansept and Tenable's most popular models. And again, thank you to Fred for letting us take a look at such a premium model, and a beautiful model to boot. Now, next with the Tenables is another Raven. Now I have two Ravens already, two Kansept Ravens. Yes, a gorgeous Damascus and titanium Raven. Beautiful. I will say this, I did put Damascus thumb studs in it. I think it just adds to it, but yes, beautiful knife in its own right, as is the black and white Storm carbon fiber with titanium. Both of them terrific knives. So what did Tenable bring to the table to make it a little more budget friendly of a knife? Let's take a look. Again, they're double wrapped as always, caution cloth, a little bit of paperwork, get that all out of the way. And again, now this is when you know a company does pay attention to your favorites. Way to go, guys. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know TCBlades loves that black and purple. And their micarta feels so good in the hands. And the more you hold it and it starts picking up your, it's doing it right now. Look at that. Your body oils, it just feels even better. This one is already starting to get much darker from use. Look at that, guys. And it still feels wonderful. And if you don't like that, if you don't like it to start to get dark, let me show you a quick trick. All you have to do, and hopefully this is coarse enough, take your little piece of sandpaper and you'll get back to that factory softness. But most people like that oil to start building up in their micarta. So here we go, guys. Let's take a look at the budget Raven. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe it's just the size of the blade or the way the knife fits in my hand, but I am able to function this crossbar lock better. I'm not saying it's any better than the Fenrir, but it works. Oh, I say that. That's what I get. But it works better for me. It still feels really good in the hand. Easy 4-finger grip. Again, this one is 14C. Thank you, Tenables. Identical, same sizes. Same feel in the hand. It may feel, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just trying to trick me. Feels great in the hand. Every bit as good as the titanium frame locks. And these, as buttery smooth as they are, they're not drop shutty. You get that with this. Look at that. So this definitely has more of a fidget factor. I mean, all day long. See if I can do it. Ready, guys? Almost. I suck at it. But a beautiful, beautiful knife. And if you guys didn't know that the Raven is made by Blackbird Blades, and they are known for designing some beautiful knives. And I tried to get over to them at Blade Show and just wasn't able to do it. So there's, as they say, always next year. But the Raven is a terrific knife, whether you go with the Kansept or the Tenable version. And I will provide, again, links to all of these again for you guys to take a look. So tell me what you think. Do you like the Raven? You like either one? Out of the three, which one do you like? There's some more variants in there. So, hey, go online, take a look, see what you think. And the Tenable version, you know what? Let me just pull that up for you guys instead of sitting here trying to guess. I'm only 1 or 2 clicks away. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay, man, their webpage clicks fast. So, their new crossbar lock fin rear is coming in at $69.89. And let's see if we can get, let me get you a price on that Raven. There we go. The Raven's coming in a little bit less at $59.89. So it may be a bit more of an attractive price for you. So, especially if you like more of a traditional size or a traditional look to a pocket knife. You know, we can throw these up right now against a pair of 3 and a pair of 2. And we'll squeeze in the bug out. So definitely full size, capable knife. See what you think. But we gotta move on, because like I said, this was gonna be a long video, but why not? And I get long-winded. Okay, all right. Here we go. This is the Kansept Chimera. Designed by Matzi. Chimera. Trying to go back to my school years. I think that is one of the Greek mythological creatures. Part lion, part something else. I'll try to think of it. Well, let's take a look. And just in case, I always skip over these, but if you ever wonder what's in there, it's one of the nice Kansept washing cloths and just their information. It talks about their warranty, it talks about being safe and whatnot. I have a tendency to always skip over these, but there you go. And a pouch. All right. Yep. There we go, guys. Nice, clean, long, flat, not too thick slabs of titanium. Man, nice milled clip. Gives the resemblance of a rolled clip, but it is a milled clip. And what are we rocking? S35VN, stonewashed all the way around. Let's look at it. There we go. Oh, guys, look at that. Look at that line. I'm a sucker for nice, clean, long lines. I love it. I like interesting knives too, but I love long, clean lines. And to tell you the truth, that's probably what appeals to me with the Raven, is that nice, long, clean line. But look at that. I mean, that spine is just flawless. Wow. That is a beautiful, beautiful knife. Man, that looks good. Action, phenomenal. There's not bells and whistles all over this knife. This knife is a knife. This is, oh, did y'all see that? Okay, it didn't get me though. It is just, there you go. Nice, not over aggressive finger troll, not real deep, but you can get on it. Either way, you can get a good full finger grip on this thing. Man, I like this. I like the way this feels. This is a terrific looking knife, guys. Well done, Kansept. And I'm sorry, I'm staring at something here because I always say his name wrong, but it's Matzi. I always want to say Macy and I don't know why. But anywho, good looking knife, and I am trying my best to get to the specs for you guys. Oh, there it is. I already had them pulled up. Okay, guys, so it is a frame lock. So it's got a steel insert on the lock bar, and it is coming in a nice balanced it did get me a little bit like that. 3.8 ounces, guys. And nice. When it gets to the color, it says plain, stonewash titanium, stonewash blade finish, flat grind. Is that a Tonto? They're calling it a Tonto. I guess I could see that with that straight back. So yeah, and it did get me that time. Wow. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see that. So it's got a blade length of 3.15 inches with an overall length of 7.69 inches. Nice deep carry pocket clip, leaving about an inch above your pocket. And we will measure it up against the other guys. There you go with that pair of 3. The pair of 2. And the bug out. So a little bit longer than the bug out in the pair of 3. And just a shade under on that pair of 2. Little Boudreaux hair right there. And alright, so, and I can also throw up one of the Ravens and Fenrir's up next to it, just to give you an idea. So a fraction under each one, or fraction over the Raven and a fraction under the Fenrir. Okay guys, beautiful knife, well designed. Plain to the point, just a terrific looking knife. Wow. Well done, Kansept. Well done, Matsy. Appreciate it, guys. All right, we have one left to go. This is probably like approaching 20 minutes or longer. All right, I should have broke this down into 2, but you know, when you're on a roll, you're on a roll. All right, guys. So you know what? You can fast forward. I'm not that person. You don't have to watch the whole video. Get to each knife. And if I knew how to break it into chapters, I would, but I'm not that smart. Last but not least is the new Loki. That's right. Designed by Steven Dunnick. And S35VN blade, blue anodized titanium with frag pattern, 2.99 inches. And that slide action again. And I have never looked at a Loki, so I don't know. Ooh, that is a beautiful blue. Not normally a blue, man. That's good looking. And I will say this, and this is not me playing favorites. Actually, a lot of knives are like this, not just Kansept. Knives tend to look better in person than they do on screen. All right, this is the Loki. Titanium backspacer, titanium frag, frame lock, steel insert, nice deep carry milled pocket clip. Only opening option is the flipper hole. Maybe. No jimping, but there is one notch. Do I try it? Let's just get it over first. Wow. Satin, belt satin, flat grind. Man. Wow. Hold on. Wow. Wow. You like that oil. And you can feel this frag pattern. It is grippy. Man, that is something else. Just 4 fingers right there. You need that finger choil. But man, that is a solid grip with just a slightest spoon right there at the end. And I guess we're going to call this a Wharncliffe? No, because it's not straight. So, I don't know. Is it Wharncliffe, sheep's foot, modified sheep's foot, reverse Tonto? Guys, I get tired of it. How about good looking? That is good looking. Let's check out the action. This will be the flicker tonight. this will be the one annoying Mrs. TCBlades while we watch Netflix or Prime or Max. Oh, yeah, this is the flipper here. Yep. Yep, you can get that thumb in there for a standard. Yep, not a problem. It wants to, it's begging to be reverse flipped. Look at that. You don't need that, you know, when you see people go to reverse flick, they don't want to trust that finger, and they look. That is nice. That's when you know this is a very well designed knife, guys. Nice sharp blade. Let me see if I can get it open with just that notch. Ready? Probably not, but you never know until you try, right? No. Let me tell you why. Because that notch is below that pivot. That's why. You can't get, you could, but it probably cut into your finger, but you just can't get enough leverage on that. So let's compare it up to the usual suspects. This is up against that new Chimera. So quite a bit shorter than the Chimera. And we got the bug out, so it's coming in shorter than that, so you know it's going to be shorter than the P2. And the Pair 3, just a hair shorter, but it's going to carry bigger than that, guys, because of that nice big belly and really tall flat grind. It's going to carry bigger than that. This is a true carry. This is a one you're going to want to throw in your pocket, and I definitely foresee a lot of pocket time. This is a terrific looking knife, guys, with an overall length of, where'd that Loki go? Where'd that Loki go? Right here. An overall length of 6.88 inches. With a blade length of 2.99. You can call it 3, but to be specific, it's not there. And it is rocking the S35 VN and drop point, flat grind, so they're calling it a drop point. They designed it, or they made it, not me, so call it what you will. Blue anodized frag pattern, and designed by Stephen Dunning. And I'll be honest, I don't know much about Stephen Dunning. So let me read. This was originally designed as a custom fixed blade. The Kansept Loki has since evolved into a more EDC friendly folding knife. Despite its compact size, it's highly functional and nice to be carried and utilized. Loki boasts functional design featuring a New York, featuring a unique handle shape that excludes, guys, I can't talk, futurism. So it is a very, very good looking knife designed by Stephen Dunning, as I said, mechanic by trade, who loves long walks on the beach, designing buildings and things that are fast, sharp, and deadly. Born and raised in Long Beach, California, he seeks adventure and craves adrenaline. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. I'll tell you one thing, you designed a good-looking knife, and I'm going to enjoy carrying it. But all these knives would not be possible without Kansept and Tentables. Hey, thank you guys for sending these my way. And as the collection grows, it grows beyond my ability to handle it. So what I would like to do is, still struggling to find time that doesn't cross over or interfere with other YouTubers who are well more established, and I like to watch their lives. I haven't really set up a consistent live pattern. I need to do that, but life is life. Either way, but I do need to give away some stuff. So what I plan on doing is, I do have a consistent following and people that I see that are always saying hey to me in other lives and always commenting or liking or sharing my videos. So I have started a membership level for my channel. It starts out at 99 cents. So to be entered in giveaways for the time being to help grow my membership, be a member, like and comment. Even if you don't like the video, comment what you didn't like in the video, and you'll be entered to win. If you share the video, you'll get a second entry. And I will be trying to do weekly giveaways. But I do. Guys, I'm not trying to drag you guys along and keep saying this. I do have a ton to give away, guys. I really do. I cannot keep this many knives. I am blessed to be getting these knives. I'm blessed to have the opportunity to look them over. I do still purchase a large portion of my knives, but the influx of knives for me to look at has increased. So guys, there's a way to enter a giveaway, and be sure hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell me what you liked or didn't like, tell me what you're carrying. I really do want to know. Tell me what you think of these knives, because whether you know it or not, Kansept and TCBlades, they read the comments. So they don't just want my opinion, they want your opinion too. So let them hear it, man. And are these knives that you would consider? I know one thing. I like this one. I like this one a lot. So TCBlades, Kansept, thank you. Thank you for blazing the path for my channel. And by you guys participating and helping me, it has drawn the attention of other knife makers, other knife companies who are now jumping on my bandwagon. And guys, most importantly, thank you for watching, because without you watching, there would be no channel and no knives would be sent my way to review for you. So guys, I cannot thank you enough, and I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart, because guys, I do this for you. I do this for him. Peace.